Well, don't look now, but it appears George Mason University is back to making big noise in college basketball. Who can forget their magical run to the Final Four? That was back in 2006. That's when the 11-seeded George Mason beat top seed UConn to advance to the national semifinals. Now they're at it again. George Mason, an impressive 20-5 on the season. They're riding a 10-game win streak. And despite receiving votes in both polls and ranking in the top 25 in RPI, the Patriots are still looking for respect. They are very much under the radar, which caused them to produce this video. Take a look.
So, did you see the game this weekend? Big win for the green and gold.
Yes, I watched it with some friends. I was pulling for the Packers because my cousin once visited Green Bay and said it was nice.
Yes, that was a good Super Bowl. But actually, I was talking about the George Mason men's basketball team. They beat Old Dominion by 17 points.
Oh, yeah. George Mason. Isn't that the team that went to the Final Four a few years ago?
There are a lot of similarities between that team and this year's team.
Are there any players left from that team?
You're not a college basketball fan, are you?
Sure I am. I love Duke.
All right, it is hysterical. That's just a small part of it. Let's bring in George Mason head coach Jim Larrañaga now to talk about it. Coach, the video is fantastic. We love it here. It's generated a ton of buzz, too, on the internet. Where did the idea come from?
Well, we have a very creative sports marketing team. Our sports information director and our director of sports marketing collaborated. It's an in-house project.
Wow.
And so it wasn't billeted out to anybody. This is strictly a George Mason production, and you got to give credit to that group: Maureen Nasser, Dan Rasick, and Richard Coco.
Well, absolutely. It's a complete home run. Well, I'm wondering what the reaction to the video has been from other coaches and people from around college basketball.
I have no idea. I have not spoken to anybody except one of my assistant coaches who's a high-tech guy, and he watched it and thought it was very clever. And, you know, we're just trying to promote our basketball program and get people talking about George Mason.
Well, they are talking about it, and as I mentioned, if you're not aware, it's created a nice buzz on the internet, and also the media, some big media outlets have picked up on it and done stories on this. Are you surprised by all the attention the video is getting?
I really am, and you know, I think this is something that's been very, very popular in coming, where people can create their own cartoon, and so it's just the next logical step for athletic programs to pick up on it and try to create a buzz for their own university.
Well, a lot of folks love the little jab at Duke there, and then the subtle cricket sound after that line. How much heat do you expect to take from that?
I have no idea. I hope none. And if they do, please don't send it my way. I had nothing to do with it.